Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I get to talk to you about more fun suppressor accessories. So as you know, 2026 has been an incredible year for suppressors, and we have the Everyman can in the zeroed suppressor. So initially we came out with the black nitrided version of our suppressors. They're available in either the K length or a full size length. And when these first came out, they were available with 2 direct thread mounts. And then we also released our raw suppressors, which are an unfinished heat-treated version of the same suppressors. So you're gonna have this really cool kind of brown look to it, but as you shoot it and heat it up, you're gonna get kind of a purplish patina to it. So it's gonna vary depending on how much shooting you do with it. This is gonna be available in the same calibers as the black nitrided ones, but only available in the full length. When you purchase these typically come with no mount, but you have a choice of mounts, one of which is the Badapter. So the Badapter is what I call it, or you might hear it referred to as the B-Dapter, because it is a Plan B adapter for the suppressors. I like Badapter because it's a play on an adapter, but we're just using the letter B. Just roll with it if you want, but that's what I call it. With the Badapter, this is something that you can use on Plan B muzzle devices. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you've seen that I've hinted Plan B muzzle devices are coming from us. Well, June 1st, you're gonna start seeing the Plan B muzzle devices. So I have a couple of different options here. I have our SVB. So SV is the terminology we've used on our brakes for quite some time. Back the original SV brake when the Mark 47 was released. Then we had the SVD for our def cans, and now we have the SVB for Plan B. So this is gonna be the brake that you are gonna see on all rifle calibers coming from us starting June 1st. So if you order something that's a traditional rifle cartridge, you're gonna get this muzzle device on it. Now, in addition to the SVB, we also have the RBB. So the RBB is a radial brake Plan B. This is going to be what you're going to see on all pistol caliber firearms starting June 1st and moving forward. So these are going to come installed on all of our, our normal lineup firearms. We might have some special editions that we do on occasion. I'm not going to be sure if these are going to be on those, but our standard lineup is going to come with these. In addition to them coming on the firearms, they're also going to be available for purchase separately on the website come June 1st. But the neat thing about these is they are going to be a Plan B thread on the outside of these muzzle devices that is going to mate up greatly with our Badapter and other suppressors that have a Plan B mount. When it comes to the options, I'm just simply going to say, make sure you check out our website to make sure you're aware of all the different ones that we have available. So we're going to have various thread pitches for your particular firearm and different bore sizes for your particular caliber. So find the one that suits you the best. Now, when it comes to the SVB, just keep in mind that these are going to need to be shimmed, and they will be shimmed from the factory for alignment, because you do want the muzzle device to be aligned with the ports directly off to the side. Now the radial brake is not going to be as imperative that, so it is not going to come shimmed. However, both of these are going to come with hot lock installed on the threads, which is more of a permanent thread locker. So just be mindful, these things are going to be set from the factory with hot lock on them. So as you can see here, I've got a 9mm descent, and I already have one of the RBBs on here. And I just have one of the Badapters here just so you can kind of see what is going on here. So you can see it has the external threads. One thing to note is on all of these, you are going to see a 13/16 wrench flat access below the threads. But the cool thing about this is in front or on top of the threads for the mount for this quick connect, there is a bit of a taper, and that is in front of the threads. So when you install your suppressor onto it, obviously no suppressor here so you can see the internals, that taper mates up great to the muzzle device and the adapter. So it gives you a good solid seal in front of the threads. So you're going to get less carbon buildup and less gunk on the threads, which means even after a lot of shooting, you're going to be able to take and just unscrew this thing real easy. So enough with that. Let's actually take a look at what it would be like with a suppressor on it. So those of you that, again, aren't familiar with the Plan B device, it is simply that easy to install. So it is going to be a thread on. You don't have to really wrench it down hard. You just need to snug it. As you use it, might double check and make sure it's still snug. Once you're done using it, you can easily just take and pop it off. It's super smooth threads and it comes right off. Now you're back to running it without the suppressor. For those of you that might not be familiar with why you would want to use this kind of muzzle device, well, if you have multiple guns that you would like to use this on, it's going to be really handy. So this is a 36K or our 9mm suppressor, which is going to work great on the 9mm, but it will also work on something like a 300 Blackout. So you can easily take this suppressor that you had on your 9mm, take it off, and now as you're out at the range or hunting or whatever it is, easily pop it onto a different caliber. So make sure you follow the compatibility chart though if you want to do that, to make sure that you are using the right size bore of your suppressor on the correct size gun. Because with the adapters and the muzzle devices, you're going to be able to easily change all the suppressors in your lineup with all the Plan B muzzle devices. So they're easily going to fit, but for clearances, you're going to make sure that that bore mates up with the proper bore of your guns. You don't want to go too small a bore on too big a gun. But 9mm on this 300 Blackout is going to be great. So again, the new SVB and RBB are shipping on guns starting June 1st, and they're also going to be available separate for sale on the website at the same time. Again, check out the website for all the different variations. And one thing to note is we're probably going to be introducing even more variations coming very soon, including one specifically for the M12x1 left-hand PS90 barrels that we sell. So you're going to easily be able to put a Plan B adapter on those barrels without having to go through the rigmarole of all the different adapters, like changing it from M12 to 1/2 inch and then putting a muzzle device on that. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to be able to take and swap, preferably, your zeroed suppressor with whichever CMMG or other companies guns you have using all of our Plan B and adapter devices. So this is just a new add-on to all of the zeroed accessories, especially for the suppressors that we have coming for you. Stay tuned for more. And as always, stay safe out there.